Hey SBF family, welcome back to Salon Time, episode 12 with Abby. And if you seen who our back of the head was in Goliath's video, you'll see it's this one. No, wait, it's not. It's this one. But it's neither of them because it's this one. Just a little silly surprise for you today. These aren't really very fancy hairdos I wanted to do, but I thought I'd do them all together. They don't really warrant its own salon time. This is Gracie's original Abby, wave 1, and she is a mess, and she has her hair cut, and her lipstick is messed, and she has marks on her body, and I'm just going to give her a good wash and ask Grace what we should do. Ignore that cut or cut it down pixie, but either way, at least clean her up because she's got the magical pink stripes in there. I wonder what marker she used. I'm going to clean her up. Her I gained while on the Pow Pop I was making. I got the clips, and the lady just had this nude for, oh, what's it called? It's art class, that's what it is. She just had this nude, and it was really inexpensive, so I saved some shipping. I didn't have her, and therefore I wanted to get her. The problem is she's got super duper greasy head. Her style again is going to be simple. All I'm going to do is pigtails because I was changing stuff around, and I had her in the gym. Well, I had a different one in the gym, Coffin Bean, and I had a boy's shirt on her and some of her clothes just to make her be like she's a Scream fan in the gym. And I thought this one's face kind of popped out better because she gets lost in there. So I'm going to just clean that grease out and just give her little pigtails. So as for today's For Real Salon Time, let's have a look and see what it is. Now I picked her used. I got her for $6.50. And the reason I picked her is because I wanted a hairstyle. And I have that lovely ice skating outfit that is a fashion pack. So I needed something to dress, and the hairstyle I would like to do is a fishtail. I thought that would look beautiful on an ice skating girl. So here we have used Miss Abby Music Festival. She came complete. I've never grabbed her. She's been at Walgreens a bazillion times for $8, and I just never grabbed her. So now, let's see. Well, she's got everything. She doesn't even smell that much, but she's got some nice long hair that I think I can get away with my fishtail look. And then we got some extra clothes for whatever, for Grace to play with. Oh, we even got the rubber band still in there. That was a good used deal. A little mark on her face. Okay, so I will get to her. There she is, the For Real Salon Time client. Abby Music Festival. All three had their wash with mild detergent. I obviously got 2 in here. Gracie gave me the okay to cut this one's hair off to match that short piece there. She says make it like Miley Cyrus. I don't think that's going to happen, but I will definitely have fun cutting that because that seldom happens. This art class one that had the greasy hair, I've used Goo Gone as I did with Nephras. That worked out really good to get, there it is. That worked really good to get the greasy feeling out, and it is a greasy oily product on its own. So afterwards I'm going to use laundry detergent to clean that out. That's what I did with Nephras, and it worked out good. So we'll see how that is, and then I will take her, wash her, and then stick her in there for a good soak too. She didn't need much. I'll probably take her out, but these two I'll probably leave in overnight. So now I'm just running the hottest tap water I can handle over the top of her head to rinse out the fabric softener, and I'm trying to take control. Whoops, I dropped her dress there. Sorry, Abby. I'm trying to control the bangs and make them stay down as best I can. That water is really hot. You can see the steam. So this way, when it dries, I can have those bangs flat and have that dent that was there from the headband around her gone. These two beauties are soaking and going to stay that way overnight. And this one is drying. As you can see, those bangs are really straight. I can even tell what needs a trim, which is awesome. Well, let's show another silly dress-up picture. This is where I'm at on our class Abby. She had a nice part, so that made that part easy. Where it got tricky in the back was very scalpy. So I kind of used the same weaving effect as I did with the fishtail braid to make that part. It just couldn't be even. And so I weaved it back and forth to cover up the scalp part. Put little ties on that match her little scream outfit. In the front here, I got a mini spiral curl just like we did on Ghoul IP. The only difference is I used my dryer sheet as a perm paper just because I could have a softer look. And these are just regular curls like anything, and I curled them up. I put 2 on each side since there was 2 layers. So for her, all she's gonna need is her hot and cold dip again. Pretty simple. Now this one, oh my goodness, a ton of hair. I just dropped her on the floor. Here she is. Now remember, I would not do this for any other reason than I'm trying to salvage it. And I'm therefore not going to show you any of how I did that, and I don't suggest you ever cut your doll's hair, especially so drastically, unless you have some basic hair cutting experience or learn how to do it. Gracie wanted to look like Miley Cyrus. It's not going to exactly look like it because their short hair never goes down good. But anyway, it's not bad considering it's a salvage so far. And I'm going to dip her back in this for some more time to soften that up so I can get it to stay. And then I'm going to use a lot of gel to try and style that. You'll see that on the glamour shots. Now, remember, don't cut their hair. I'm not encouraging that at all. Don't try for this style. This was just to fix what Gracie had done when she was younger. And as for her curls, this will be the first time I've ever done her thread in curls, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Okay. Neato mosquito. I can't even begin to explain what I did here. Besides some curls, some half curls, and some rubber bands to hold it down while I set it in the hot water to get that flat. What I do like about this and want to share is this is a great opportunity to see what that tinsel is going to do in some tightly rolled rollers. I'm hoping it gives a volume. It might not, but like I said, to know what this thread is going to do, these tinsel threads, is going to be very, very educational to myself. And I hope it's helpful to you too. She's been dipped in hot water and the cold water and almost dry inside, so I can just have some fun and style her. Total experiment mode, total hashtag as is. Have no clue how this is going to turn out. So let's finally begin this fishtail braid for this beautiful skating beauty she is to be. I got some hair ties ready just in case. I have this beautiful crown to put on top after that I got from the secondhand store on a Barbie, and I'm super excited. The only problem I have with this is when I do it, this has got a short layer here, so I'm only going to be able to do so much with how far down the fishtail braid can go. Wonder what the doggy's barking about. Oh, she's probably looking for me. So, split it in 2 hairs, or 2 sections. A little bit different from a regular braid where you have 3 and you just go do, 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 do. This one, you split it in 2. You take a piece from the outside and you bring it over to the other family, is what I'm going to say to make it easy. So that becomes part of that. Take a piece from this family and bring it over to become a part of that family. And you continue on. This family's visiting that family. This family's visiting that family. Hold it tight and don't let go. That's important too. If you let go, it's going to all unravel. This piece of the family is going to visit that piece of the family. This piece of the family is going to visit that piece of the family. This piece of the family visiting that family. This family visiting that family. And so on. So the smaller you make these, the more intricate that's going to look. It's kind of limited with how thick the doll hair is, and if you're doing it on your own hair too. But it will be more intricate, and you just keep going, of course. Hold on to it. You can make it tight or loose, whichever you prefer. I'm going to go a little looser, of course, otherwise it's going to be really tight and not so flowy with this doll hair. Just keep on going. I haven't done this in a while, so it took my hands. I had to practice a few times to get it to do this. And then what you can do, and of course I'm going to wet it when I do it final. That might help a little bit, give it a little more friction. And that's basically the gist of how that goes. And if you want, even with your real hair, if you did it, you can kind of pull some up and loosen it. And that will make it a little softer or fuller, whichever way you'd like to look at it. Of course, I'm still not letting go. I put my hair tie on, and there we have it. I'm going to try and play and get these blue things to work better. So let's let it go and see what happens. That's not too bad, but it's definitely falls out really easy. Quickly, I want to say that in my experimenting with the tinsel hair, I think the fabric softener was key because that loosened the threads. As well, while I was working on that that Gracie's doll, the salvage, I got this recommended from Inar Perez, and the yellow is apparently the strongest. It works really, really good. Thank you very much for that suggestion. The only thing I found in here, it's like Gilded Goldstag hair, workable. And the only thing I noticed is a little bit on these abbeys with the white hair. Not the best idea if it's thick, because it is, you know what, let me show it to you. It is sticky. Look at that. Doing, doing, doing. It is like glue and gel mixed together. And the yellow yellowed the white hair a little bit. So keep that in mind. Probably not the best for her with high gel, but I'm amazed. I might use this for my own hair. Oh, let me finish her up. Happy first, Dinar, and thanks again for the recommendation for the gel. Love it.